work it, make it, do it. Makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much longer. Man, I've been waiting all night now, that's how long I've been on ya.
What's up, everybody? We are into week 12 of Ironman Texas training, and last week the volume numbers were low, but the intensity was sky high. It was one of those beat your ass kind of weeks, man, where everything was intervals, whether you were on the bike, whether you were in the water, whether you were running. Last week had a 60-minute run with 40 minutes at interval pace, and I was coming off of that big bike ride and had an awful training day on Monday. My legs felt like lead in the water. It just was not a good day. And Tuesday came around, and it was tough. It was really tough, but thanks to my partner and teammate, Robert Swan, he really held on and pushed me, man. We did a 10-minute warm-up, and I told him I wanted to be somewhere between 7:45 and 8 minutes, which is my goal for Puerto Rico. If I hold between 7:45 and 8-minute pace, I'll finish around 1:44, which I'm hoping to do, and I think that will end the day on a really positive note. So we start running, and I am dying. First 10 minutes, 7:58. Second 10 minutes, 7:57. And now I'm just basically yelling at him to carry me, pull me. I'm just going to hang on to his shoulder for as long as I can, and he's got a hold between 7:45 and 8 minutes. Sure enough, guy picks up the pace. We end up doing 7:37 and 7:28 around there for the last 10-minute segments there, and my legs were fried. But, that's the kind of week that it was. It was one of those speed session weeks where the mileage was low. Wound up putting in about 5 miles in the water, 81 miles on the bike, and 21 miles on the run. So you can see not a really heavy volume week in terms of miles, but certainly the intervals were there, worked my legs. But all in all, happy to be here in taper week as get ready to pack the bags and head out to Puerto Rico on Friday, leave bright and early, get down there Friday early morning to be able to just kind of relax and kick back for a little bit on Friday and Saturday before the race on Sunday. I'm going to put a goals post out there for us, for you, for us, for me, I guess, to hold my feet to the fire on what I'd like to do. I've mentioned it before, but I keep going back to Maria Simone's post about being the athlete I need to be, and I keep going back to this number. It's on my laptop wallpaper. It is everywhere. I cannot escape it. It is something that I need to do. And that leads me to, believe it or not, 2013, which is kind of crazy to think about. But I'm committed to going up to Grand Rapids and racing the Michigan Titanium with Kevin up there, which is a full Ironman. And so I started thinking about how do you schedule around that. It's in August. It's a difficult time of the year, considering what you can do in the fall, what you want to do before that. So if I get 5:10 or less in Puerto Rico, which is my goal, and I'll break down the 3 events for you, then I'm going back to Puerto Rico for sure, and looking at 70.3 Kansas in June, and then the Michigan Titanium in August. If I don't hit that number, then I may see if I can train for the marathon and run the Woodlands down there where Kevin and Jeff just ran it in March, and then still do Ironman Kansas, the 70.3 in June, and the Michigan Titanium. So it's all up in the air, but I'm starting to narrow it down already. I know for 2014 I want to do Leadman 125 and 250. So that's the goal for 2 years from now. But before we get too far away from where I am today, really got to focus on Puerto Rico and racing down there. And I'm really excited. I can't wait to go. I got my bike bag here. I brought El Diablo in this weekend to get cleaned up. Chains cleaned, cassettes cleaned, cables tightened, put new bar tape on it, got a brand new looking cockpit, got rid of the king mount because as Kevin and Jeff saw, it was at an angle like this pretty much. So I moved it down to the aero bars, and it's totally flat, and with the A2 speed fill system comes right up into your mouth. It's perfect. So I've got that all dialed in. This week I'm training without any socks on. to get them blisters rubbed out and done and over with, so that when I race down there are no issues with my feet. I never wear socks in races. Getting in and out of transition just it's not smart for a 70.3. For the full, yeah, you put on socks. I will tell you this about transition for Puerto Rico. It's a 500-yard, according to Juan, run from the water to T1, which is a heck of a run. So I've had to adjust my time goal there a little bit in terms of what I wanted to do overall. But that just means you got to make it up elsewhere. My body feels really strong. I've got to cut back on the calorie intake this week, which I did a fairly decent job of today, which is Monday, March 12th. But got to get better at it, make sure I'm not overeating, overstuffing my pie hole here, which can easily be done because my beautiful wife decided to make gingerbread cupcakes, which just taste phenomenal. Vegan nonetheless, and they're so good. So I got to try to avoid that, and I got to try to avoid, doing things that aren't necessary. Refueling the night before, fueling up in the morning. Most of my training is going to be 45 minutes to an hour, maybe 30 minutes on a couple days. So really got to make sure I'm dialing that in. And that's the goal for this week, is really to focus on that. Keep the intensity during the training, but don't go overboard with it, obviously. I want to get down there healthy. Got to start packing my bags up tomorrow. El Diablo will get packed in my new bike bag that I showed you guys in a few videos ago. After tomorrow's train to ride, and then that bad boy is done and ready to go. Before I go, I do have one thing I want to do. I want to give away You're an Ironman. It's been sitting in this room for a while now. I don't need it. I've read it, and I'd love to pass it on to you, the viewers. If you'd like it, just put a comment in here that you want it, and I will give it away. It is a story about Ironman Arizona, so if you're doing that race, you might be interested in it. The fundraiser for CTR Man is done, and we'll post about that probably on Thursday to go over the winners of all the prizes that I had lined up. So congratulations to all of you who participated. We'll be looking to do something else again in the fall, maybe something in the summer. Not sure, but we'll get back around to it. Fortunately, it doesn't take a lot of time, and with all the training going on, that's a good thing. Anyway, so I'm going to post about the book. I'm going to leave it on the site for anybody who wants it. It's all yours. I'll ship it out. And that's that. Thank you for watching. This is Taper Week, so next week will be talking about the race and talking about how successful it was. That's the goal. That's what we want. We want to make sure that the race ends up being the reward for the hard work that we've been putting in since right around December 11th when we started training for Puerto Rico is when it looked like the training ramped up. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is getting a little long. Really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you all soon. Thanks. Bye.
It's amazing, I'm the reason everybody fired up.